Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss about three topics: variable in Python, standard data types, and Python interpreter. So there are many videos available on the YouTube platform itself about the variable in Python. I respect every YouTube channel and their creator, but I must say just stop calling variable is equal to box. Variable isn't a box. So what is a variable? Today I'm going to show you that. So let's move to our paint where I have created something for you. Yes, here we have a little painting. So what is variable? The main question is that variable is a reserved memory location to store values. See, whenever we type in PyCharm, 1 is assigned to A. Okay, let me bold it. Alright. Size. Okay, so whenever we type it, what happened in the background? Let me tell you that whenever we type it in the background, what happen is the memory is divided into several of memory addresses. Okay, and every address having null values because in the starting memory have nothing. And when we type 1 is assigned to A, but what is A here? A is that address in the memory where we're going to store our value. So indirectly we are going to store 1 in the address. So whenever we will call this variable, okay, the system will go to that address first and then that will pick our value and then it will return us back because we have called it. Okay, so why don't they use just address name here? Because address name, if we use it, then it will become weird and hard to remember because it can be anything. If I type 1 is assigned to C or let's suppose 67.89. Okay, so now what happen is again the C will be given to a like an address name will be given to name as C, and then that value will be given to that address. Okay, and C is just easy to remember. Or let's suppose I want to give a variable name as var, or suppose age equals to 47. Okay, so now 47 is a value that is assigned to age. And what is age? Age is just a reference to the address where the address is. For suppose here is our that address and it. Okay, so this is the address. Okay, so what is variable? Because in an interview you need to give a perfect answer to your interviewer and that will give you the job, not the box type thing. Some call it container where you can store like salt, chilies. No, just forget that and have some professionalism. So variable is a reserved memory location to store values. That means whenever you create variable, you will reserve some space into the memory. Okay, into the memory you gonna reserve some space and there you will store your value. So who does that part? Interpreter. Interpreter is the one who does that part. Interpreter allocates memory based on the data type of variable. Now what is data type? In Python we have 5 standard data types. Okay, so let me give you here. Okay, increase its size and now okay. So what are the 5 standard data types? The first one is numbers, the second one is string, third one is tuple, and then list, and in the last, dictionary. These data types are very easy and I'm going to tell you every aspect of them. Okay, these are very easy part of Python and you're gonna love this part whenever you write the code. Now if interpreter has begun, let me tell you what is interpreter. Okay, so whenever you write a code, interpreter first analyze it. Okay, actually interpreter is also an program. Okay, so that can analyze and execute a program line by line. Consider the case we are writing the code in our language. For suppose we are writing the code in English, but machine can't understand our language because the machine only understand machine level language. So what do you think? There should be a conversion of our program to machine level program. That is the first job of an interpreter. And finally, we get the output. I hope that's clear now. So Python does not convert its code into machine code. Python does not do that. Python convert into it bytecode. So our program will be converted into bytecode. So this will be converted into byte. Therefore, compilation happen. Okay, after that compilation happen, but it's just not into a machine language. It is into bytecode, and CPU cannot understand this bytecode. So we need actually an interpreter called the Python virtual machine. So here comes the Python virtual machine. Okay, let me type here Python virtual machine. Sorry for the mess I have made of this. So we have a Python virtual machine here. Python virtual machine execute the bytecode. First, our Python code will be converted into the bytecode. Then bytecode will be executed by Python virtual machine, and the interpreter reads a Python code or instruction. Then it verifies. Okay. So where is our interpreter? This is our interpreter. It will read the Python code and it will determine that whether the code is right or wrong. If it finds any mistake in any line, for suppose this line is okay, this line is okay, but this line having some error, the crap here, it will not go down and show us the error. A pop-up will show in the down screen. Okay. Okay. So yesterday we have done this. In new file we have created a variable named as a, where we assigned a value as 1. But today I'm going to tell you what is int, long, float, and the last one is complex number. With this you can type your comment with hash. If you wrote a program and after 1 month or 2 months, or for suppose 2 to 3 years later, you will forget that what that program is all about. So you can just go with it, like type hash and then write your comment, so that it will not get executed at all. Python will understand that human mind is forget things. Python see this hash, it will just ignore it, and it will. And there is another type also, that is this one. Now you can go many of line for that, like, so these all are a comments. Okay, so what are our 5 standard variables? I just wrote them: numbers, string, tuple, list, and dictionary.
I hope you are getting knowledge through my videos. Every day I'm gonna deliver you one lecture on Python, so make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. If you hit that like button, that gonna boost my morale too. So every day one video, stay tuned. See you in the next one.